speakers. People are well seasoned in the wellness industry. And we are going to be talking matters aging gracefully. And this is a topic that is of interest to all of us, because all of us will age at some point, and we are aging as we speak, every minute, every second, every day. And you can do it in different ways. For us, we choose to age gracefully. And the speakers who are going to come up are going to talk about exactly that. How can you age gracefully? Live a longer, healthier life, enjoy life to the fullest. And to kick us off is one lady who is very, very successful in our business. And I think she epitomizes aging gracefully. She's a mom of teenagers, but you wouldn't differentiate her with her daughters. You might think they are sisters, yeah? So without further ado, I want to invite Njura, Gladys, to just come up and share with us. Karibu, Gladys.
Thank you, Freddie. Wow, it's an amazing afternoon, this Sunday afternoon. We thank God for this day. And as always, we come here to talk together, to have a conversation as to how we can live healthier, not just physically, but even environmentally, inside our bodies. You know, we just don't want to look healthy on the face, but inside we are not healthy. And even the way we farm, I mean, the way we are doing things, we want to do them in a way that actually glorifies God. So as Fred has said, I'm Gladys Njura, very, very excited. And I stumbled into this health and wellness industry 21 years ago. By training, I'm a teacher. I've also worked in the bank. And while there at the bank, I was searching. You know, you just don't sit somewhere and say, you know, I'm employed and that's it. I was looking for something to add value, more value to my life. And at that point as I was looking, somebody invited me to listen in and have a look at New Life. And they promised me 4 things. One of them was health. For me, I didn't care much. I was much younger then. 21 years ago, I was much, much younger. And they talked about making some extra money in the health industry. That really attracted me. I really needed extra income, especially a place where I would not interfere with my job. And they promised other things like personal development, getting into a community of people who will help you grow positively. And they promised lifestyle. So for me, that's how I got involved in this industry. And for sure, it's not just about health. It's much more than that. And so I started the journey by attending a meeting like this one. I listened very keenly, extremely keenly. I love information, by the way. And I made a decision that very day that this is what I would want to be involved in as my part-time hustle while I was still working at the bank. And I will continue giving my story. Actually, I'll give it much more towards the end, the tail end. But I want to go straight away to our topic today. As you can see it on your screens, our topic today, we are being told that how to stay young, stay young and feel energetic at any age. We know very well that what is happening in the world today, if you look at even some examples we get, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on TikTok, we've seen people who are old in terms of the number of years, but the things they do, even a 20-year-old will not do. And so age is a number, but as you age, how involved are you in that process? And that's what we are here to talk about. Because studies are showing that when guys get to 20 years to about 40 years, people start losing their vibrancy. And once you start losing your vibrancy and you start having aches and pains here and there, you start losing the taste of that feeling of you are energetic, you are happy, your body is feeling good all the time. And that is not good. And we are always told that nothing happens by accident. And that is why we are very keen into being in this industry very seriously. And we are encouraging people to be part of this movement, because some habits take time. Actually, all habits take time to form. And so if you want to live healthy, you need to hang around people who are talking health, who are encouraging health, who are living it. And that's what I love about our community. So let's navigate and see what we can do. Of course, we know God is the one who gives us long life. No matter how good we work at it and all that, God, of course, determines that. But on the same breath, God also, He's given us promises. He tells us, I'll give you a long life. If you do this, if you do this, you know, children obey your parents, and all those promises are there. So for him to promise us good health, that would ideally be is the thing he wants for us. And so let's navigate this and see what we can do on our part as human beings. And we are being told that we need to take control of our own health. At no time should you just wait for somebody else to take charge of your health. And if anyone is knowledgeable about health out there, be a nutritionist or a doctor or your parents, then you yourself have to take that responsibility in your own personal accord. You can't leave it to your parents to always make sure you're healthy. You can't leave it to the doctor to make sure that you're always healthy. You got to take that personal responsibility. And that's why I always say our health is our prerogative. So, and there are other things that tell us that actually health can happen. We are normally told prevention is better than cure. If you prevent disease now, it's better than waiting for you to be cured. Because if you're sick, you will not boast of good health. Then we also told your health is your greatest wealth. Wealth is not just money. It's a combination of a number of factors, of which health is one of them. So out of the wealth, health becomes one of the greatest in terms of one of the greatest things you can have in terms of wealth. And so I think it's a befitting topic to listen to. And my prayer is that if you're here and you're joining us for the first time, make this a lifestyle and hit the ground running and search and you seek as much as you can about health and wellness. And that will help you. And then in turn, push it on to the people around you. So we are being told there are many reasons that actually cause aging and disease. Of course, we'll all age, that is for sure. But besides aging on the physical, we are talking even about your body, the agility of your body, you know, and keeping off disease as long as you can, you know. One of the things that cause aging a lot and fast tracks it is alcohol and drug abuse. We all know, we all know that alcohol, drug abuse is not good. Even some of those things that are sold, they are written, it is harmful to your health, whether it's smoking or drinking. We all know that it will have certain effects in our lives. The other thing is smoking, of course. And every pack of cigarette you buy, it's clearly written that smoking is harmful to your health. So the best thing to do is, even us as parents, because I believe there are many parents here, is to make sure that we teach our children this as much as we can before they get to the point of experimentation and addiction. It's our responsibility. I would call that as part of our core things as a parent, you know, or a caregiver or a guardian. Then, of course, there's the issue of stress. Stress is for everyone. I don't think there's anyone in this world who never goes through stress of one form or another. But I think this phrase that says it's never that serious, you know, it's never that serious. I think it's something we need to look into. No matter how deep things are, no matter how much challenges you're going through, I think the best thing is to find a way to navigate whenever stress comes to our lives, and so that you navigate it in a very positive manner, and you try to solve crisis as fast as you can, because a prolonged time of stress can cause diseases like cancer. They are serious disease cancers, you know. So please just know that those things are there. Let's talk about stress to our children as early as possible and to the people around us. The other thing is environmental factors like the sun, the cold, pollution. Nobody can boast to not be affected by these things. And there are things that can help us reduce the harmful effects of too much sun, too much cold, too much weed. All those things affect us, especially these ones will affect more on the skin level of it. So those are things that you need to read more about and know how much you can prevent the damage that is potential from them. Then, of course, lack of physical activity. That's a big one, because we are taught PE in school, but for one reason or another, most people, especially in Kenya, you find that by the time you're leaving high school, you are done with PE because you thought it was a form of punishment or something. It is out of your comfort zone. And my encouragement to all of us is to go back and get some form of physical activity. Whether it is doing some Zumba, it's doing some YouTube exercise for 10, 20, 30 minutes, whether it's walking, jogging a little bit. All those things are very important for you. Don't see it like you did it for the teacher or you're doing it for the person pushing you to do it. It's something we all need to do. Medications. That's another big topic. We all know that when we are not well, maybe you have a headache, even those small challenges we have, we like popping medication a lot. And sometimes we forget that they also have their side effects. And sometimes people are sick for a long time and they would have to go through quite an amount of medication. That also could cause some challenges in the future. They have their side effects. Not having enough sleep. Wow. There's a reason why I think God created pitch darkness, total pitch darkness in the world for a period of about 8 hours or so. And we just don't seem to get it. Yes, we have electricity. Yes, we have solar and all those kind of things. But as much as we have those things, we clearly need to know that sleep is very important. A deep sleep of 6 to 8 hours is very important for each one of us. And don't be too busy looking for a lot of money, or maybe you're addicted to movies or to games that you can't sleep enough. You can't compromise something so important. We can't compromise something so important, you know? And so it is very, very important to know that you need to have your sleep, because when you don't sleep enough, you actually encourage diseases to come onto you. The other thing, and that one is the biggest, is unhealthy eating habits. I know we keep saying, oh, I must have my cheat days. Oh, you know, junk has to be eaten. It's never that serious. I used that word earlier. Life is YOLO. All those things we are saying. The fact is, if you have unhealthy eating habits, they will have a backlash on you, you know? And we all know that. At the back of our minds, we know we are supposed to eat healthy, but many of us will not do that. My prayer is that beginning today, let's take that seriously, and so that we can have healthy life and we don't have to have too many complications into the old age. You know, as I go to the next slides, because I'll try to be as fast now from there on as possible, one of the things you need to know is that as you age, most people think, when I grow older, when I retire, I will have this blissful life at the beach and I will have no worries, I'll have no problems. But do you know what? If those years come when you're not set health-wise and financially, those things you thought you would do when you're aged and not having anyone to take care of, they will be just a thing you thought about. And so the goal is, if God gives you those years, Let's have our years of retirement when we've aged to be years of blissfulness and happiness and good retirement. Yeah, so all these factors are very critical. Please take them seriously, even as we move along. What are the solutions we need for a healthy lifestyle? We've seen the don'ts. So what are the do's? Once in a while, you need to detoxify your body. Long time ago, toxins were not too many, and the body would easily remove the toxins that were there because there were not many. But in today's life, if we were to do a list of the things that give you toxins in the body, that list would fill a page and another one. And so it is critical to know that your organs, the organs that are given that work of detox, many times they are over exerted. And that is why in today's life, there is a lot of kidney issues right now as we speak. The kidney issues have become more in a very alarming rate. So please find a time when you can do a full detox for your body once a year. And if possible, in between now, you can do once a quarter, you can do a semi-detox, even if it's for 3 days in a quarter. Very, very important. The other thing is having a healthy diet. It's so fundamental, you can't believe it, you know? And then, of course, that we'll be talking about that. Restful sleep, exercise, avoid stress. We've seen that. Reduce or quit smoking and taking alcohol. I know addictions are difficult to sometimes cut off, but there are people who've succeeded in those. So if you're addicted in those things, please pray to God. Or if you know people who are addicted, just find a way that they could quit one and they can live a sane life away from those addictions. And then definitely, in the world we are living in today, we need to embrace multivitamins. You know, when what I love most about gynecologists and pediatricians, they actually encourage their patients to take supplements. If you have a child and the child is always having colds and flus and infections, the pediatrician will definitely prescribe a multivitamin for that child. It happened to me, I have children, so I know. When you're pregnant, the minute a doctor knows you're pregnant, I can tell you for a fact, the first thing he'll put you on is folic acid, B complex, for obvious reasons. And moving on, he will make sure you're on a multivitamin throughout that pregnancy. So it is important to know that we are in an era where we need to embrace supplements and we need to embrace herbs. The herbs that God has given us, they are really good. I'll be giving my story as I move along. So what is happening in the world today is that the health bodies all over the world, they have this prescription they've given us on how to live healthy. And if you go to most hospitals, they actually have this in form of even pictorial form. They have pictures where they've given this pyramid of how we are supposed to eat. The unfortunate bit is that in the hospitals, we don't have somebody waiting for us to actually teach us ideally how we are supposed to eat. And so you need to know that below there in that pyramid, we are told you need to embrace physical activity and weight management. When it comes to weight management, as we move on into understanding more about health, it's important to know something called your body mass index. And once you know your body mass index, you know the index you should not go below. The ideal index, which is, if I give you a layman's formula, weight in kilos divided by height in meters squared. So if you are 80 kgs and maybe you are 1.6 times 1.6, the index you get, you will divide it by those kilos that you have. Ideally, we are supposed to be between around 18.5 to about 24.5. That is the ideal weight we should carry, the index. Anything below, very dangerous. If you're underweight, extremely dangerous. If you're overweight, you need to start checking on that now before it gets worse. And if you're obese, that is an urgent matter that you need to work on for the next 1 year. You give yourself 6 months to a year so that you can go back to the right BMI. Then below there, you can see there's a whole grains. In every continent, God gave grains. So we have maize, we have wheat, we have rice, we have soya, sorghum, millet, oats, barley. I mean, there are many all over the world. And those whole grains are supposed to be eaten whole. The way, kama zimekoma, yani, you must wait for them to be ripe enough, ready enough, so that you can consume them as they are from the farm. But in the world we are in today, many times if it's the whole grains like maize, we will eat maize when it's green. It's softer for our teeth. It's easier to cook with the gas, and whatever we cook very fast, we don't have the time. But haijakoma, it's not at its full to give you the right nutrients you require. Not to mention things like the brown rice and the brown wheat flour. There we are failing in a very big way. And actually, that's one of the biggest challenges we have with the nutritional deficiencies. No matter how you follow, no matter what logic you give to it, you need the whole grains as they are. Then you need about 3 servings on the minimum per day. Well-spaced, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, probably. Then you need fruits and vegetables. We need a big range of fruits and vegetables, a lot. They say you need between 6 servings, I say between 12, 15. The more, the better. Because these are the things that give us the fiber together with the whole grains. Fiber is very critical for health. They are the things that give us immunity to fight disease. They are the ones that improve our T killer cells and our white blood cells, the ones that fight for us. Our KDF, you know, in a country, there's KDF, there's the Air Force, there's the sea people, those guys at the sea, the soldiers, and your body requires all those for you. And so fruits and vegetables, they increase that for us and maintain a level where your body, your cells can fight, those cells can fight in case of any pathogens that are coming to fight you. Like in the case of COVID, we know that in COVID, we needed to increase our fruits and vegetable intakes, and it really helped us. Then proteins. Proteins are bodybuilders. And the work of proteins is to build the cells and muscles and tissues and to repair, because they'll always be damaged because of one reason or another. But the most ideal proteins are the plant-based proteins. You need to do more of those, the ones that come from the soil, because in them, they have a lot of alkalinity. And an alkaline environment is very ideal for even anti-aging, you know. And when you eat now the other proteins which come from the animals, the preferred ones are the white meat. But the white meat must be grown or gotten from natural environments, whether it is the fish. The chicken must be the roadrunners, the kienyeji ones, not the ones that are being forced to grow very fast with hormones, not good for us. And then the other meats should be less taken. You know, the other sources of meat, whether it's milk or ghee or cheese or eggs or whatever it is, yogurt, they should not be taken at too much of them, very little. And then, of course, fats and sugars, they should be very, very little. Because as God created the whole grains, the fruits and vegetables and the proteins, in them are natural fats and sugars. And because they already have the fats and sugars, if we come back and increase the others that we get from the shop, that becomes a heavy burden on our bodies. And it affects now our aging process. Now, what is happening in the world today? We've inverted this pyramid upside down. And you can see this pyramid can't stand on its own. If it was a real pyramid and you place it on the ground, it will definitely fall off. And that is what is happening in the world today. That's why chronic diseases are on the rise. And the scientists are saying they are losing the battle. You find we have a lot of diseases that affect our aging gracefully. Cancer, heart disease, things like stroke, things like, what can I say? Stroke, arthritis, respiratory challenges, Alzheimer's. There are many issues that are affecting us because we've inverted this pyramid upside down. So you realize that our eating habits now are upside down. And on top of that, we increase our sugar intake, our frizzy drink intakes, and that makes it even worse. We increase a lot of the treated meats in the shops, like the sausages and the bacons and the meat. We do more of those. And because of that, there's a crisis. And this is one of the most important things we need to know so that we can increase our aging when you're feeling you're energetic. Even when you're 60 or you're 70, you're still very energetic and healthy, and even very useful to the society. So what do we do with that gap? Because if we don't take care of that gap, those challenges will come in. Some of the things we need to do is watch the way we farm, our farming processes, how we harvest, how we transport our food, how we store it, how we cook it. That's a very big segment of some of the solutions. And we've mentioned now other things like the other things we talked about. You need to take enough water, reduce your stress, exercise, remove drugs and everything. But in there, because now we are in a world where sometimes you can't supply yourself with the foods we've talked about. You see this pyramid here? We are depending on people in the world to feed us. And we don't know the kind of way they are farming and the way the soils are, where the foods are coming from. That's why we bring a solution. And so in that solution, Neolife is one of the companies that has embraced the scientists in a very big way. And the research was done in America from 1946 to 1958 to give us solutions. And some of these scientists, some of them are not here because that is in the older days, many years ago. They did a research and they actually realized we have to do something about it. And that is how this Neolife was formed on vision and belief. And the mission statement is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. So in Neolife, one of the things that the company will do is to make sure that people are learning. It's not just pushing information here and there. The scientists go into deep research. Most of them have published their work. Some of them are Nobel Prize winners. They have given guarantees. And they say, check us out. We are serious people, we are honest, we are God-fearing, and everything we do, we'll do according to the blueprint of what God created for us to take in. And so in that mission of making the world a healthier and a happier place, we want to embrace you to come and learn more and to become a pillar of spreading this good news of people being healthy and living a healthier life. You know, in doing that, you are helping the nation reduce the sicknesses, the monies that are being sent all over in other countries and in all the hospitals, right, left, center. And most importantly, the pain people are going through as they age with diseases. So in your life, we are saying you have made the right choice. They make supplements. Remember, we talked about vitamins that give you a money back guarantee. But most importantly, is the lessons and the education they give you from day to day to keep you grounded and to keep reminding you on what you need to do. And so we are saying one of the biggest things that people need to know, very important, is called cellular nutrition. The cell. Your body is made up of systems, circulatory system, nervous system. They are quite a number. Those systems are made up of organs. Organs are made up of tissues. Tissues are made up of cells. And so a human being, as you can see a cell here, a human being is made up of between 73 trillion to about 100 trillion cells. And your responsibility anytime you put a bite in your mouth is to make sure that these cells are fed at the cellular level. Do you see that cell membrane? Remember in school we learned about osmosis. You know, we thought those things were just hard lessons, but our lessons, if we understand them today, we can marry them to our knowledge and they help us a big deal. So when you look at that cell, it has a cell membrane. On a daily basis, you must give this cell the oils that they require from the whole grains. I used the word a must. And if you're not giving them, then definitely, potentially, you will be in trouble when it comes to taking care of your health. So when they did the research for 12 years, they realized the biggest culprit is people are not taking care of the cell membrane. Now, this cell needs oils. On the screen here, you can see something called lipids and sterols. Those are the good oils that are gotten from a grain. You look at these grains, wheat, rice, soya, they have the germ part that germinates. That oil comes and repairs, or it furnishes the cell with the right oils. And that means whatever else you eat, the nutrition will come in and the body will be able to inject the toxins efficiently and consistently. So when your cell is having the right oils from the whole grains, you find that now the cell is efficient and it will have an efficient tissue, an efficient organ, an efficient system, and your body is healthy for longer. So Neolife discovered this, and the scientists said, you know what? Since people cannot go back to eating 100%, we are going to do the work for them. We will get that germ oil. And it's a very tedious and expensive affair. From the farming to the harvesting and bringing those grains and harvesting that germ, so that in case our cells have been missing that cell and the oils, and they are unhappy, they can repair the cell, and in turn you have your sick cell becoming healthy cell, and the new cells that the body is creating, they'll be healthy. And when your cells are healthy, you become healthy. And this is something that has been studied in Texas University and confirmed that there will be optimization, overall growth and development of your entire body. There will be improved nutrient utilization, and of course, the cardiovascular part of it. Enhanced cardiovascular health. Not to mention your hormones will be at their best. Because when hormones are crazy, they will give you a very hard time in life. So TreeNN comes in to fit the repair of your cells in your body. I want to encourage you on this call, as you plan to buy sugar and fat and spray and hair products and clothes and handbags, the list is long, and houses and cars. The biggest investment you need to do is on your cells. So TreeNN should be part of our budget so that we come in and bridge that gap that is definitely there in our diet. And we have healthy cells, and the healthy cells will in turn give us healthy bodies. So I want to encourage you that if you are a parent, I am a parent, I'll give my testimony towards the tail end. And I embraced on this 21 years ago. And the difference was phenomenal to date, 21 years down the line. So we have Vita Squares for the children, we have Liquivite for the children. And I want to tell you, even the young children in the mommy's stomach and those newborns, as they grow, there is a place for them to have those supplements to help them. And I told you pediatricians are good people. They'll always tell you where there's a deficit, go and do ABCD. Then, of course, we need to boost our immunity. Many times we are not eating a good variety of the right fruits and vegetables that boost our immunity. And remember, we say that fruits and vegetables, they increase your T killer cells. They help fight cancer cells in your body. We all have cancer cells. And anyone who is sick, I hear TB is becoming very common today. All those diseases that potentially come to you, they can be fought before they actually incubate in your body. So carotenoid complex is a very important product. Actually, it has been clinically tested. You know, when you hear of a clinical trial and testing, that is something that is ratified by many scientists in the world. It has been clinically proven that in exactly 20 days, you can boost your immunity by 37%. So anytime you wonder, what gifts can I give myself? Give yourself carotenoid as a gift. It will be very, very important for you. Then, of course, omega. Who doesn't know omega oils are good? Fish oil. We all know. We all know that fish is good for our brain. Our brain cells do not get, once they get destroyed, they don't get recreated like other cells in the body. And so beginning today, you must take care of your brain cells. And what takes care of the brain cells more? Fish oil. And not just any fish oil. I didn't say cod liver oil. I said fish oil, the name omega-3 fatty acids. I'm not talking of omega-6. I'm not talking of omega-9. They have their place. And most of those are very found in our vegetables. When you eat right, you'll get enough omega-6 and omega-9. But omega-6 specifically will come from very few seeds, which many of us don't take, and it will come from the fish. And it is not generated in our body the way you eat a carrot, you get vitamin A. No, you must ingest that fish oil from the fish itself. And the best fish are salmon, mackerel, sardine, and I'm forgetting the other one. Mackerel, salmon, sardine, and well, it skipped my mind. There are four fishes are very rich in the omega oils. So it is very critical for you and your children to be on omega. Everybody needs to be on omega as part of their lifestyle. It's good for your joints, it's good for your brain. And remember, the joints will also matter how you age. You don't want to age with a lot of aches and pains. If you're on the call and your bones are already cracking, they're already painful, just know that your omega is needed to take care of that inflammation in the body. Then, of course, we need to give ourselves a balance of the vitamins and minerals, a multivitamin. That will help our blood cells, that will help our thyroid, you know. Some people just get sick because they are missing iodine. Some people are missing selenium, it becomes a problem, or potassium. All those vitamins and minerals, they are quite a number. They are called macro, micro, and trace minerals. You find them in a good, balanced multivitamin. And you shouldn't be worried about the multivitamins. Research about them. Get a good company that will give you organic and natural. Those two are very important. Natural and organic. So multivitamins are good. They'll give you that balance. They'll come and bridge the gap that is there. And we also hope that you eat properly. Try as much as you can to eat well, but we'll all have gaps because we are not the one who make our foods. And that really helps you. So in a nutshell, the company has made a product that has all those four. The 3 oils and the tablet that has. So the first oil is treonine for taking care of your cells, membrane, cellular nutrition. The carotenoid will boost your immunity. The omega-3 will balance your cells, and the multivitamin will come and fill those gaps that are there. What are the benefits that you get from using Pro Vitality or those 4 products? You increase your antioxidant protection. We all get affected by oxidation. And so you increase that power of reducing the oxidants that come to affect us and age our cells faster. You encourage your brain function, youthful skin, hair, and nails, heart health, flexible, healthy joints, lifelong cellular health, immunity, clear vision. So you find from head to toe, most of the things that could potentially make us age faster will be taken care of. And that is very, very important. Then now to add on just some things here and there, everybody needs to add their calcium intake. From the statistics that are there, we are not getting enough D3, and our calcium has D3. And we are not getting enough calcium and magnesium from our diet because the farming is always on fertilizer. So we are not getting the very best of those key minerals. I mean, key minerals from the soil. Calcium is very critical. And if you can have it every quarter, it will be very good. It will make your bone density very strong. Your teeth, the health of your dental formula is very important because we chew with our teeth. It will normalize your blood pressure and take care of your heart muscle. You know, your heart muscle is working 24/7 for you. And so with your CalMag and D3, calcium, magnesium, and D3, you really be sorted. And the beauty of this one, it is chelated. Chelation is a system where the absorption is at its best and the utilization is at its best. I'm saying this because sometimes out there, some factories just make them using factory materials. and they are called synthetic. So you have to be careful on what it is you're choosing. Then, of course, I remember all of us when we went to school, most of us learned biology, and we were told at the cellular level there was something called the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the place where you get energy for your body, real energy. One of the things that as we age, we lack is energy. We have lethargy. People are not, even when you see an old person, they are walking with so much, they are straining to get energy to walk. And so we don't get there. CoQ10 is a very important part of creating that energy and also reversing the challenges of the medications we've taken over time. The more medications you take, they affect some of the muscles, some of the body organs, and so it helps in healing things like the vision, cognition, muscles, and certain medications that affect us, especially the high blood medications. So CoQ10 is a very good product for that energy. And then, of course, there's a vitamin E. Vitamin E is an antioxidant. It is one of the things that keeps you younger for longer. Vitamin E is very, very important. It is an oil-soluble vitamin. And so it is very important for recovery, for immunity, for very many things. And just in case you're on this call and someone is looking for fertility, to enhance their fertility, vitamin E is one of the things that you seriously need to look at. And also the prostate health, very, very important. Then, of course, as we start forgetting things, we have too much on our mind, and that becomes a challenge. So mind enhancement is very important, not just for our children who are in school, even for us, so that we have a sharper mind as we age, and you can remember as much as you can, as many years as possible. So once in a while, you can give yourself that as a gift. Then definitely, we have the shake. Remember, we talked about proteins. We all need good proteins. One of the reasons we need quality proteins is because of our muscles. As you age, when you look at your grandmother, the muscles are sagging and just there. Hata hazishikili kwa mfupa. All of us have seen that with the elderly. And we are getting there. If you want to age when your muscles are tight and they are still strong, shake is one of the best. Go to any gym. Those guys who gym, those guys who run, those guys who do things like wrestling, the biggest budget they have is for shakes. It's for protein shakes because they know without strong muscles, they are done. And so we need to borrow that from them because we need strong muscles moving forward so that your muscles don't sag and they don't lose strength and you have energy. And so when you exercise and you have lean muscles, and for those who are cutting weight, you need the protein shake because it will help you have leaner muscle other than the sagging kind of losing weight. So this is very good even for good appetite. If you skip meals, if you're this person who skips meals, this can be your meal in the office. Very, very important. Then finally, of course, for us to be healthy, I need to finish. We need to take care of our skin. And the skin doesn't mean you must use cosmetics. They are good. They make people look, when people make up their face, they look good. They make you look flawless and all that. But behind it, we need a skin that is youthful and natural. So our skincare will make sure that you're having a natural skin that is tight enough, that is healthy, and so that you don't have to worry about what you have to use on your skin. It's for both men and women and even the children. So then, of course, we have the Insta Eye Gel for the eye part of it. Many of us get the crows, and this is one of the items that are very, for me, I'm looking into them very seriously because like the people who have what can I call it? The dry skin, they age faster than the people who have oily skin. So this is something we need to look at, the eye gel for helping the wrinkles around the eyes. So in a nutshell, let's keep motivated and stay at top performance. And before I say anything else, let me stop my screen there and invite Mary Mengo, who is a darling friend of mine. She will tell you where she is, where health found her, and where it is taken her to date. And then you will see that someone can age gracefully. If she's gracious enough, she'll tell us her age. I don't know. Maybe she'll tell us. Wow, let's see. Mary, over to you kindly. Mary Mengo. All right, I can see she's the host. I don't know what challenge she could be having. All right, as Mary comes on, let me give you my testimony. For those who came later, my name is Gladys. I've been in this health and wellness industry for 21 years. I'm a mother of two beautiful girls. They are 30 and 24. And I joined this journey when they were 9 and 4. And for me, to be honest, I have seen when you get into health, you reap the benefits. I was a very ignorant mother. I fed my children with all the junks in the world. I gave them a lot of sausages. I gave them a lot of nyama bites. I gave them a lot of burgers. I gave them a lot of funny drinks from the supermarket. That was part of the biggest budget I used to get. And that really affected our health. But because of learning this and enjoying the profits, the products, for the last 21 years, we've not had to worry about hospital bills, which were a thing when I was working in the bank. So I can see Mary is ready. Please, Mary, put on your video and karibu.
Thank you. That's it. Usually on the technically, sometimes it can happen. Thank you so much, Gladys. I don't know whether you are seeing me. Okay, there you are. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Fred.
Sorry, Mary, I muted you and I was pinning you. I'm sorry.
Right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So for the people, welcome. I'm very glad to give my testimony today about my age, how I've been doing, how I've been keeping younger, how to age gracefully. And Mary Mengo is my name. I'll just be short and brief. Worked for diplomatic mission, that's many years ago. And I'm a mother, I'm a wife. Me and Steve Mengo, Dr. Steve Mengo, we have 5 children, 2 are ours and 3 are children we take care of, adopted orphans. So with our 5 grandchildren. So as I'm working with the diplomatic mission, I had many challenges. In fact, the life was good, of course, money was there, but I lost my health in 1994. And that's how I came to partner with New Life International just to use the products. So 1994 to year 2000, I had arthritis. I worked with a stick, but a friend of mine introduced me to New Life products, the products which many of them Gladys has gone through. And I started using them after I was told in 1994 I had arthritis. And in the year 2000, precisely January, is when I started using the products. And February, my friend told me to partner the company. And I partnered the company just to use the products, not to make the money, because I was making money in the embassy, the salary was good. So within the year, I kept the stick down. Today, I have no arthritis at all, and I'm growing younger every single day just because of using these products. So just to be brief, how I've made it up to where I am today. As we go on, I'll keep on telling my story. Number one, which is very important and crucial. Yeah, you have to keep it relevant on whatever age. It doesn't mean that when you are old or when you are growing old, you have to start forgetting. You have to start getting sick. And to be relevant at age is when you closely are connected to what is being done or considered. So how to age gracefully is number one. Keep your mind young. If you do not keep your mind young, You just keep on telling people, I'm old, and then you keep on singing that song, and you get more old. You must know how to plan yourself daily. When you wake up in the morning, wake up early, pray, start your day according to your priorities. Then, of course, don't forget to bathe, because you find many people when they're aging, they even forget of how to go to bathroom and bathe nicely. So bathe nicely. Then number 2. Now, so as I'm there on bathing, make sure that, ladies, you don't keep the whole day. You have that net on your head, and for men, don't throughout the day you're in pajamas. So let us look at how we do early in the morning. Then number 2, love yourself. Me, I love myself I love myself to the dot. I really love myself. Invest in yourself 100%. 100%. Spoil yourself. Do the things you like, the things you love. Do them. 1, you must wear a smile every single day. You must wear a smile. As you are walking, keep wear a smile. When you smile, it adds some years. When it adds days. Dress impressively. Dress impressively. 1, impress your God, impress yourself, then impress other people after you embrace the first 2, God, yourself, and other people. So dress nicely. Yeah. Then go to a salon and make your hair. If you're a man, at least shape your hair, shape your beards. A lady, make your hair nicely, set your hair. And if you like short hairs, style your hair nicely, cut your hair short. And if you have to braid, then you braid your hair the way you want to braid it. If you have to do it, there are people who don't braid like myself, I don't. But I like long hair, I like short hair. So me, I can do many things on my head. So look nice. Treat yourself in exotic hotels. That's number 3. Treat yourself because you love yourself. Go to the best hotel. Treat yourself. Don't wait for somebody to take you. Just walk in and treat yourself. So guys, love yourselves. Number 4, remain active. Don't age before your age. Remain active. You must remain active. Keep your dreams alive. Make sure that your dream is alive. If you are dreaming of, that BMW X6, that's my dream car. Dream it, talk it loudly. Yeah, even the color, what you want, talk it loudly. So don't keep on saying that, oh, I'm there, I'm old. Especially, in Nairobi, you find when you get into a matatu or the public transport, you find that the matatu is parked, people are standing, and then as you are standing there, you are looking to people with the sympathy that they give you a seat. No, just feel that you must have that, you feel the anger all the time. So number 5, change your thinking. You change your thinking. Have your mindset. Change your software here. Change your software. Stop thinking that you are just getting old. Move with the trend. Embrace technology. Social media, embrace it. Because social media you learn a lot from social media. Be digital. Be on the Facebook, be on broadcast, be on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And if you cannot do all that, please be on WhatsApp. Communicate to the world. Because you see the world will teach you a lot. Apart from what you are seeing here, where you are, or here in our country, in Kenya, or wherever you are. Let the world teach you through the social media. So me, I would say thank you to the people who taught me this, because I was analog. And today I've learned a lot from I have my teachers who always teach me, they update me. They tell me when I go to ask them, they tell me people like Gladys, like Charlo Francis, and each and every person who has ever told me about anything on social media. I'm just getting better every single day. Number 7, build your relationship. Have good friends. Learn how to communicate with these good friends. Be a consultant. Let people consult you in many aspects. Let people consult you in many aspects. You can volunteer in many places like churches, mosques, NGOs, children homes, old age homes. But when you get to hold people, home, don't get old in your brain, because when you get there, they might affect you. They might put the age in your head. You must start thinking like them. No, just be as young as you have gone there. It doesn't matter how old. Age is just but a number. Then number 8, think future, make money and save for your old age. That's what I'm doing. Open accounts like fixed account, be putting some little money, circles, chamas, and all this. There are many ways of saving for your age. More than that, pay your debts accordingly. If you don't pay your debts, they will give you stress. So it's always important to remember, when you have a debt, remember that you pay your debt. Me, I always remember. And when you pay your debt, you'll be debt free and nothing will be worrying you. Number 9, take care of your shape. Like Gladys has gone through the products. Take care of your shape. Know what to put in your mouth. Eat healthy. We have just gone through food pyramids. You use nutritional food supplements. I know we have supplements out there, but the best supplements are nutritional food supplements. Supplements from a food. Yeah, use them. Eat supplements like you are eating the food. Eat them. Eat Pro Vitality. Gladys has just gone through it. It has. Eat CalMag. Eat all this. Eat zinc, vitamin C, and many more. We have them in Your Life International. So the person who invited you, if you are a guest here, welcome. The person who invited you is going to take you through all the supplements. You can ask all the questions you want from them. So control your weight. You must control your weight. You must see the weight you are carrying. Work out your BMI as Gladys says. That's what I've been doing. I've been controlling my weight. At one stage, my weight, I used to be very huge. I used to weigh about 95 kilos. I mean, it's not nice, and that is when I was attacked by arthritis because of the weight and many, many other things. And I used to wear a dress like size 50 or a size 25, in other words. But today I wear either size 12 or size 14, size 12, 14, size 12, 14. And it can't go beyond size 14. So watch out your weight because it's very important. Number 10, enjoy what you like most. Enjoy what you like most. If you have got anything you like and it is good, if you like any good, just enjoy it. If you like mountain hiking, dancing, wow, I love dancing. Walking, I love walking. So if you like, I love travel. I love traveling, travel the world. Do the things you like. Like if I talk about traveling to the world, what I've achieved in Your Life International since I partnered them 22 years ago. If the health is there, if money is there, travel, lifestyle. I've traveled. I've been to Windsor Golf and Country Club. I don't know how many people or how many times I've gone there. I've been to Windsor twice. I've been to Durban. I've been to Cape Town. I've been to Johannesburg. I've been to Sun City in South Africa. I've been to Mauritius. I've been to Las Vegas, America. Oh my goodness. I've been to Cancun, Mexico. I've been to Hong Kong, Dubai, London, Ghana, DRC, Tanzania, and the list is endless. And now, let me tell you, I'm just going to Turkey. That's in May for shopping. We'll shop until cows comes back home. Cows, they go home in the morning, very early in the morning, maybe before 8, and they come back at 6. That's what we'll be doing in Turkey. So I'm telling you, it's wonderful. So just to finish up, control your moods. Command your morning by positive saying. Say that you are the best. You are the best there is, and the best the best there will be. By closing is, wear a smile on your face, be stress-free. To crown it all, have a positive mental attitude. Guys, see you at the top when you are slightly above 18 years. Thank you, and back to you, Gladys.
Woo! Thank you so much, Mary. Amazing, amazing, awesome. How can you not age gracefully with that kind of attitude? That's my teacher right there. and I'm excited. So to close it off, because we are at the top of the hour, sorry for the overrun, we got excited. Target all these solutions for yourself. You know, make sure if you have a challenge in all these places, whether it's your digestion, don't keep telling people, unajua ile ugonjwa yangu ya ulcers. Hapana, imalize, it's possible. You know, ile ugonjwa yangu ya hapana. You can take care of that. You have the capacity to, if you sit down and you're serious about it. Then, of course, in closing, I just want to tell you, join our family, our community. We'll help you have personal growth, leadership, international travel. Mary has told you that we do that a lot. If you've never been out of Kenya, please be part of us. In October, we are going to Tanzania and we are going to have a blast. So please join us. You start traveling. And of course, we go internationally twice or once a year. Retire healthy and active like Mary. She's 70 plus. She's on the 7th floor, plus, and very excited. Then build lasting relationships. In your life, you're going to get a community that you're going to grow so much with, and it will keep you active. Finally, learn to earn a residual income. When you earn a residual income, you have money to take care of yourself in those areas Mary has talked about. She's a very good example. Yeah, be stronger than your excuses. Excuses have no place. By the way, excuses are only good to the person giving them. Don't be a person who keeps giving excuses. They'll only be good to you, but not to the people around you. Join Team Neolife Kenya. And let me tell you guys, we are going places. Be part of us and see you at the top. Let's meet again at the top of the hour next Sunday at time like now. But over the week, we do have many meetings. The person who's invited you, please ask them for these meetings so that you keep building your mind, your brain, your capacity, your thinking, your goals, your health, all those things. On behalf of Fred Gishuki, who really hosts us on this every Sunday, and the people who've invited you, God bless you, seriously, and let's meet at the beaches of the world. Asanteni sana.